everybody, it's Annette. It is raining outside, hopefully washing some of this pollen away. Doing a little different video today than I normally do, so bear with me because I'm going to have to let you see what I'm seeing in a minute. But in purchasing the Kia Seltos LX, you don't have without purchasing, and I intend to do that because I do travel, the overhead thing or the luggage, retractable luggage cargo cover, I think is the proper term for it. I don't have it right now, but I do have a get home bag that I've carried in my cars for years. And primarily because I worked away from home. At the hospital, I had a locker, so it was easy to have my backup emergency stuff there if I needed to go to sleep at night. If bad weather came in, I had a place to keep my backup stuff. This is not the case now, and you never know because people are crazy now. Really crazy. You never know when something's going to break out, like civil unrest, and you have to get home safely. You may need to abandon your vehicle for whatever reason. So I carry a get home bag with me and trying to find where to put it discreetly because I want to access it quickly, and I also want it to be hidden. I don't want anybody to see a backpack there because I don't know what they're going to think is in there, but they're going to get plenty of Band-Aids, protein bars, stuff like that. I got a bivy sack in there. I've got Mylar bags. I also have Mylar bags that I keep in my cargo box that I have not brought out yet. I need to go back through that and reassess that and organize that and see if I need everything in it. So my problem was, where do I hide my go bag? And for example, I got a backpack. When it's full, it's 16 pounds, which is doable for me. I do practice walking with it some. I need to take it up and down the road or take something comparable to that, a weighted vest or something, just to get used to that. But 16 pounds is doable for a bag, and it's got the straps. I'm going to purchase some of the front straps that help support to where your back isn't absorbing all of that, because if I was to need to take a serious stealth walk or whatever, I need something that can support it. So I will be investing in some of the waist straps and chest straps for my own back and ease of carrying. And if it's a crisis situation, I don't want to have to worry about getting tired or the backpack might be coming off my shoulders. I just want to scoot out as under the radar as I can. I have just a black bag. I do not have anything that looks, what do they call that? Technical or something like that, where you're got the camo when it's clearly a military grade bag. I'm not against people who want to use that. I don't want people to look at me and think I got good stuff. I want people to see me in a secondhand book bag and think she's homeless or something, because I don't want them to think that I have good stuff in it, and it's tactical is the word. So I tried to get just something basic. I mean, it's got all these pockets and everything in it, but it does not look like military grade or anything. So I've got that. I've got the Life Straw water purifier in it. I've got some backup food. I keep waters, stainless steel waters, in the car at all times anyway, and switch them out periodically. I constantly keep watering the car. But I do have the Life Straw in there. It's just some basic essentials that if, God forbid, I couldn't get home right away and I needed to stealth camp, I would have the supplies to do it. So what I had to do to get this, and I'm going to kind of show you after I show you the things I had to pull out of it to make it fit. I just, MRE, this one I've taken to prepper camp before. It actually has enough food for one person for all day, 3 meals. I've made this last oh gosh, a little longer than that, maybe a day and a half. Just using it when I went to a prepper camp during Hurricane Helene and you couldn't get anything or heat anything. I had all this. So it's got quite a bit in there, enough for 3 main courses, and then there's like 2 desserts, two breakfast bars or something like that. So it's a nice packed thing. It's not just the one meal. It's pretty loaded. So I also have the almond and cranberry bars just for emergency and energy. Another thing people don't think about, I don't wear spiked heels. I've told you that before in some other videos. But I do have athletic shoes in case what I'm wearing to work, if I'm wearing like boots or just dress shoes to work, I don't want to walk miles in that. I needed some athletic shoes, so I got those. Ideally, I would have some Merrell hikers in there, hiking boots, because they are waterproof, water resistant. They're really great hiking boots. I may eventually get that, but we're going to work with what we have right now. So I had to pull this and this, and then this. There's tape for sprained ankles. There's marking tape in here if I would get lost anywhere. There's mirrors to get somebody's attention if I'm lost. There's a tourniquet in here. So rather than just pulling it out and kind of trying to separate everything, a go bag means you are going, or get home bag. You're not delaying, you're grabbing and going. So I'm going to put this stuff back in the bag. Hypothetically, if there's an emergency, I grab my bag, toss these 3 big things in there, and then sling it on my back and get the heck out. Go where the crowd is not. Just try to get home indiscreet. So I'm going to try to lower this camera and show you kind of what I'm doing to make this fit, because all the other videos that I looked at didn't really cover this. It covered the cargo cover, which is a great idea, but it was also driving me crazy because there's lots of space in the tire well area. And for something I don't plan to take out a lot, such as a spare tire, or God forbid, God willing, I mean, I hope I don't have to take a get home bag out, but it's here if I need it. So it can be tucked safely out of sight. So I'm going to try to adjust the camera so you can see some of what I'm doing, and just bear with me any shaking or anything that goes on with that. But we're going to do this together, and I'm going to let you see kind of how we're maximizing space. And this is specifically in regard to a 2023 Kia Seltos LX. So slower you down here with me. And I just stuck my thumb right in front of that. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So, backpack, I took the big heavy stuff out and laid it flat. There's still quite a bit of useful stuff in here. I'm going to use some of the space in the back to pack this loosey-goosey stuff. But what I'm going to do first is also carry with me a backup clothing bag. This is for emergency clothing. What if I get wet? What if I get cold? Just depending on when I leave. I try to keep seasonal bags. This one has a variety of clothes. So I got some space in the back here, and we're going to utilize that space. Okay. Generic first aid kit. I've got a really good first aid kit. And then this one is toiletries, deodorant, powders, stuff like that. I'm going to put that here. This will make it easy too if I need to ever access the tire. So for visual, you saw where I'm putting that. I'm going to go into the black hole of this tire well and stick some of these bigger things back here. I can get to you easy. I can put you back in my bag. And this is already pre-packed. I wanted something I could just grab and go. So this is not going to work there because I want this bag here. I want my extra clothes. So because I've emptied this out, now that bag's going to fit in. This go here, the toiletries, not the toiletries, I'm sorry, the mirror, the tourniquet, the almond and cranberry bars, they can just get tucked here. We're going to just kind of Tetris that a little bit. And the shoes, I'm just going to stick them right here. If I ever have to get to my tire, this will make it a lot easier to get to my tire. And again, it's just grabbing the backpack out, throwing everything back in it, getting to my tire. So it's not going to be an act of Congress to get everything out. So we're going to see, does this work? It works. So this will give me space for my bags that I take for Aldi. I'm going to pull that up here in a second. Okay, this, I carry 2 things of water at all times. Some, just disregard the print on them. I get some at thrift stores or whatever. If they look new, I think this one was a gift. But anyhow, that'll go there. And then I have my first aid bag. I'm going to have to let it dry a little bit because it got a little wet. Caramel health bag. I think really was a lunch box actually. But this has the real first aid stuff in there. I mean, and antibacterial wipes, disinfectant wipes, another tourniquet, bleed stop, a bandana for filtering, extra over-the-counter medication, lamp, bandages. Everything is in here. This is my real thing. This one can set out, and I usually just keep it nearby here. So I can grab it if I need to. If there's an emergency, I don't want this one to be where I can't get to it. So this stays at all time. If somebody sees this and wants to steal an insulated lunchbox, they can go for it. I don't care. So, go get the camera back up to me. Without making y'all sick. All right. So that is how I'm doing my get home bag. And sorry about the stuff in the back there. That's husband's side. And he does a lot of remodeling and stuff like that and rehabbing houses. So that's his work side. This is my car side. I hope that helps some as far as like if you have emergency items. I know when we get our luggage and start traveling, I'll need to get the cargo cover to go over the top. This is this is tinted very well, legally tinted. So I was walking out of work the other day and I couldn't see in it. So that's going to be one good thing. And then if I put the cargo cover, I think they're about $70 to $80. And I will invest in that soon. I just don't see the need right this minute, but it is on my wish list because that will be a necessity to have to hide luggage. Because if I'm traveling by myself to go up to the mountains to see my oldest kid or driving further south to see my youngest one, I want to be able to not have anything. We want to lead people not into temptation. I say that a lot when I see people leaving stuff out there in the open because we know how it is. If they can see it, they will take it. If they think you got something good, they will take it. So this will allow me to kind of discreetly have my to-go bag. I keep saying to-go bag. To-go bag. Get home. Get home bag. It also would work as a bug out bag too, with the stuff in that. So it kind of serves a dual purpose. But I wanted to let you know because I've not seen any videos on this yet. I don't know if anybody's just not twisted like I am and not thinking about stuff like that, or if they just don't care if people see their stuff. Again, I travel alone a lot. I don't want people to see my stuff. So this is the decision I've made. I hope you learned something from that. If you know anybody who can benefit from that, if they're going from a compact car that has the hood that can close and then nobody sees what's in the trunk, and then you're switching over to a completely different dynamic of a car, I hope this helps somewhat. You want to be able to easily access not only your get home bag, but your spare tire too, because you never know when you're going to run over something and you just don't know. And I do have AAA, but in the event I need it, I can get to it. I can't stand it when there's a crisis or something that demands immediate attention and I can't get it, or if it can't be found. So type A personality maybe. But if you know anybody who'd benefit by that, share it with them. If you like it or want to know more about any prepping or packing a get home bag or bug out bag or whatever, I am not the guru on that, but I know quite a bit about it, and I'm very happy to answer any questions that you may have. If you have something that I didn't cover, and there were a lot of contents I didn't cover that are in the get home bag, just let me know. I'm happy to listen to what other people have to say, because that's how we learn. So I did promise you a video on the Healthy app. That video is coming. We've been doing work out here trying to beat the rain, and then I've been trying to get my new car set up, and the go bag was a priority because I can't put anything else in there. I've got the car caddy that's got the emergency car tools, the jumper, all this other stuff. So I'm going to go through that and see if everything that's in there is needed. I have emergency dog food, cat food, because you never know when you're going to run around find that lost puppy, that lost kitten or something, or some starving cat at the dollar store or whatever. Of course, they're getting fed at the dollar store, but there's been times there's been stray animals and you can tell they're starving, so I just leave a little food there. So take care, be safe out there. Love y'all. It's great talking to you today.